Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of GTA Online Did You Know? And today, did you know that you can actually make some of your vehicles immune to vehicle explosions? Yeah, you guys know what happens. You run over some vehicles and they explode, and then it ends up damaging your car. This is especially noticeable on the Rhino tank. It also happens on the Chernobog. It happens on a couple of other vehicles as well. Well, there's actually a way to have those explosions not even affect your vehicle, and it's very, very simple. So you can see here, I'm in my Rhino tank, and the one downside, which by the way they did fix with the Kanjali tank, but the one downside to the Rhino tank is that when you run over cars, they blow up, and because they blow up right underneath your car, it ends up, or your tank, it ends up damaging your tank. And when you do this over and over again, the cops obviously come on you, and then they just start kamikazing basically into your tank, which takes the fun out of it because then your tank blows up way, way quicker because all the stupid cops just keep killing themselves. And boom, there I go. And actually the same thing happens with the Chernobog. I don't know how many people actually use the Chernobog. It's not a bad vehicle, but you'll notice sometimes when you drive it, when you drive over certain cars and things, it'll blow up. And the Chernobog, since it's not like the Rhino tank, it doesn't have any sort of armor, it blows up and dies pretty quickly. Well, literally all you need to do to make that not that way is to go into passive mode. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Check this out. And this may be sped up just because it takes a while to run over a lot of vehicles. But in the Rhino tank, I get in, go into passive mode, and then we start running over vehicles. And at no point did my tank start smoking. And I ran over quite a few. I ran over more than enough where my tank should have started smoking if I wasn't in passive mode. Now, I believe you still can take damage and your vehicle can still, start smoking from the cops shooting at you. So you do have to take that into account, but that takes way longer than the cops kamikazing into you. Now, yeah, this isn't super practical because the whole point of a Rhino tank or a tank in general is to blow stuff up with the cannons, right? And in passive mode, you obviously can't use the gun. But if you don't think of it that way and think of it as a way to just preserve your tank, I think this could be really, really beneficial. Let's say you are in your Rhino tank going around and you notice it starts smoking a little bit. Well, you can go into passive mode and it will not die as quickly. So you can maybe figure out a new plan or something, or you can get away from the cops. You can call Lester off so you can continue on your rampage, whatever, for a lot longer time. And the same thing with the Chernobog. I'm still in passive mode here, and I got my Chernobog driving over tons of vehicles here. Not even a ton, actually, just like about maybe 5 to 10, and nothing's happening. Where when I turned to passive mode off, it only took like 3 or 4 vehicles before my whole Chernobog caught on fire and blew up. Now, I do unfortunately want to report that this doesn't work with the Phantom Wedge, and I'm assuming it doesn't work with the ramp buggy. I don't actually own a ramp buggy, but if it doesn't work with the Phantom Wedge, I would imagine it doesn't work with the ramp buggy. I'm guessing this mainly has to do with the explosions, but on the Phantom Wedge, as most people probably know, after you hit like 60 or so vehicles, for whatever reason, your Phantom Wedge truck just dies. It blows up, catches on fire for no reason whatsoever. And doing this passive mode thing, unfortunately, did not fix that. So that's something we're just going to have to deal with forever, basically. But if anyone else finds any other vehicles that this little trick works on and helps with, then totally let us know in the comment section. But the two main ones are the Rhino tank and the Chernobog. Those really benefit from this. And especially if you have a tank and you're trying to use it to get somewhere, like across the map, you already know if you drive without passive mode, you're going to end up running into a ton of vehicles, probably unintentionally. Where now you can go into passive mode, get to where you need to go, and then come out of passive mode and have a fresh tank. So I think this has some pretty cool uses, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. But there you guys have it. That is this episode of Did You Know? Hopefully you did not know this, because I actually did not know this, and it's probably been in the game since the beginning. But thank you all for watching. Please drop a video like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for these episodes every single Saturday. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.